back to 405 Sports. Today we're going to be talking about Week 5 of the college football. I keep on wanting to say playoff, but
it's not
schedule. We don't even have the playoff rankings released. But we'll get started with Washington UCLA. Washington's defense was just abysmal.
Yeah.
I don't even think UCLA was supposed to be good.
I mean,
well, they weren't supposed to be.
And then they ain't got nobody in the stands, and they're still winning.
They've got dudes that have been there for a long time.
like DTR's, this is 5th year.
Charbonnet's been there for a little bit, so they're just starting to cook, I guess. But I guess the teams that blew out Michigan State, everyone thought was good, but maybe that was just how bad Michigan State was.
Yeah. But Penix covered fantasy score.
He did.
Major for the program. Georgia, Missouri. Georgia struggled. What were they down almost? Well,
We didn't see any of the first half there,
Yeah.
but we watched Missouri choke that one for sure.
Yeah.
I think that game's probably good for like the rest of college football.
Well,
Because everybody thought Georgia was so far ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
And now that someone like Missouri can keep it close, that means no one's really like the front runner.
It's obvious their offense isn't as high powered as everyone thought it was, and their defense isn't that juggernaut that it was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it brought Georgia back down to earth a little bit, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Moved them back in the rankings.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did.
Bumped them
I
to
thought
2.
that was interesting.
Yeah.
But,
I agree with it, but
Take number 1.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
Bama, Arkansas, we didn't really get to watch this one, but we kept on checking up on it, you know.
Yeah.
And Arkansas almost came back and won.
Bryce Young goes out, bring the backup. Granted, it was probably a 5-star backup, but
That is like Alabama football. Like someone gets hurt and then they start doing better to me.
bringing it back up.
Backup he was a 4-star former Texas commit. That's all I know.
That's
Really?
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked, from what I've seen, like clips-wise, after the game, he looked good.
As a person that took NC State in this game, all I can say is NC State is overrated. You don't go wherever you want with this.
Yeah, Leary's supposed to win the Heisman, and it's backfired.
Yeah.
EJ's been better than I would have thought him to be this year, but
That's fair.
because Clemson had a down year last year, they still won like 10 games, but I don't think I expected them to make the playoffs this year.
Another one we didn't really get to watch, but boy did Kentucky fumble this game.
Man,
Pun intended.
literally.
Yeah, I mean, they had the game sealed 3 times and fumbled in the red zone. So,
That's bad.
yeah. And like you said with Leary, how he was like, you know, Heisman potential, top tier draft pick potential. Levis, his stock has gone down as well.
Yeah.
Did he go out any when he dislocated his finger?
No.
They just popped that puppy back.
Yeah, they just went to sideline.
The Cowboys and the Bears. We were at this game, obviously. Pretty high intense game, you could say.
I was not impressed with Baylor's fans. I thought that was going to be like a sellout game. Like, that's a top. I mean, we're a top 10 team.
It says 100% capacity.
It wasn't.
It's
Not even close.
It has over the capacity. It has 47,000, even though it's they probably just counted the berm, I guess.
And it was probably like 90% after halftime.
Oh, after halftime it is. Yeah.
And the game was not over.
No, by no means.
I mean, look at the stats. They beat us pretty much everything except special teams. I think Gundy said we outgained them like by 157 yards in special teams, and that's why we don't have more yards than them on offense. Is because we had shorter yardage situations. Than
Yeah.
they did.
We returned one and then brought it back to the 50 on
Mhm.
one.
Yeah.
We won the field position.
Yeah, punted it to the one, got a safety, stuff like that.
I think what helped a lot for our sake is from the beginning we kind of kept the crowd out of it.
Mhm.
We scored pretty much with ease on the first possession, other than that 4th down.
Well, and also Baylor was driving on us to open their
we
first,
stopped.
and then they had to go for 3,
Yeah.
and then we score, and I think that was a big.
What really killed it, in my opinion, was when we got a safety.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Took the wind out of their sails a little
Now
bit.
what sucked was we didn't capitalize on the next drive out of that, you know, which sucks. But still, it all worked out. So I mean,
It was good.
yeah.
A big part of it, I think, goes unnoticed is our O-line has been pretty good this year, especially compared to last year. Because Gundy said A big part in the reason why we lost the championship game against them is because we didn't protect Spencer. And when you give him time back there, he's pretty dangerous and plays normally pretty well. And we didn't do that in the championship game. And that doesn't mean we're going to rush for 5 yards a carry because Baylor's D-line is very good, but he didn't get sacked once.
Nope.
And he wasn't really
Not
under
even close.
pressure. No, he was never really under pressure at all.
That was a huge game for us.
Yeah.
It was also major. There's a recruit we have who's a 4-star cornerback, like a top tier one, and his warm schools are Baylor, Oklahoma State, and Minnesota, who also lost to Purdue. So like it was a great weekend for Oklahoma State for that guy.
Yeah, Randa just said we have a confidence that Baylor just doesn't have right now, and that's part of it.
No, I was gonna give a lot of credit to Baylor because it's like they were a really well coached team. Like Dave Aranda went for it five times,
Yeah,
4 or 5
that's
times on fourth
exactly
down,
how Tech's gonna be next week.
and I mean they converted 4 of the 5.
Sure felt like it.
They converted a lot on third downs.
Like
so.
they converted well in like short yardage situations.
Yeah.
So they were good.
Another thing that was great is the penalties from both sides.
Yeah.
Like you like to see that. You hate watching college or any football. and dealing with
half the coaching I was talking about. It's like it was a very
Yeah.
clean game.
That's
There
what-
wasn't a lot of stopping, like arguing between players.
Yeah.
Because right now, with the state of the Big 12, this would be considered our biggest rival at the moment. I mean, once OU's gone, it's probably just going to be us and Baylor. And Gundy said that's why he has so much respect for Aranda, because it's not dudes talking crap to each other. They're not hitting people after the whistle or hitting people out of bounds. It's just two teams that are trying to win a football game.
I think Zach has one of the best takes this year with saying Will Rogers is. I mean, he's top 3 quarterback in the SEC, if not just 2.
But they won't give him the credit for it.
No, they won't. But you were saying that before the season even started, so I have to give
It's
you
what,
props
like
to
you
that
want
one.
the top 4 would be what him.
Bryce.
They're gonna say like Will Levis.
Yeah.
No, I want you to
I
say
think
them.
Hooker may be better.
I would say
Maybe.
Ryan Hooker, Bryce
Just
Young.
because of the style of QB play in college right now, you may need a Hooker over Will Rogers. But
That's why I said top 3, because I didn't know if you'd have Hooker at 2 or if you'd have Rogers at 2. So I think that one's kind of close.
that one's a toss-up.
Yeah.
Well, like he's top 5 easy, like without a
Oh,
debate.
no, yeah,
You
100%.
can argue 3, 4, 5 somewhere in there.
Alright.
Could have put Stetson in there, but this week didn't.
I was like,
help.
yeah, you
Yeah.
could argue Stetson.
I put him like top 5 or 6. But you also don't know where to put Anthony Richardson. I mean, he's down there.
Yeah.
But like
He's
could-
either the best player in the nation or he's shouldn't be playing.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's quite the opposite for A&M.
A&M just
Yeah.
sucks.
No,
They're
yeah.
both their QBs.
That's so shocking too, because didn't they have the best recruiting class?
When you look at that class though,
It'll be next year or the following.
like Evan Stewart was great. I mean, 5-star receiver. But everything else was defense. Like it was strictly
I was gonna say
defense.
most of it was defensive players. I
I
thought.
mean, still, I'd put it to
And,
the-
but like,
yeah,
well,
They
no.
got shut out.
other than this game, their defense has played pretty good.
That's true.
Shut out in the first half. That's not going to do it.
Oklahoma TCU, shocking game here. I mean,
Coach Sturdy had a video on this one. Good day for the Gators.
The Toads played well.
they played
Yeah.
phenomenal. I mean,
The Gators.
Duggan just played lights out.
They had a clean start. Like, they
Oh
did.
yeah.
I
Now-
realized they didn't score in the fourth quarter.
Even when they were up 27-10, was I a little was 5% of me still a little worried? Yeah, because like look at Texas and OU last year, you know.
Yeah.
It just happened. So,
Yeah.
but
OU lost their quarterback. He was concussion, right?
Yeah.
yeah, that was dirty.
Have they said how long he's out?
No, but I wouldn't bet he plays against
Yeah.
Texas. But
Or else they'll have like Tua's doctor in there or something.
yeah,
like,
their
so-
their QB room's not very good right now.
Is it general booty time?
I think it's Bevel.
Man.
Bevel is
Just for a PR standpoint, they should put general booty in.
that fair, but I mean,
Not gonna win anywhere. Let's just have a good time. They do own Texas. I think this will be the first time Texas has been favored in forever.
that's probably true. But I think we
When's
got
when is it? When
This-
shoot. When's the last time both teams weren't ranked?
that is
1998.
that is a wow. I didn't know
Must
that,
have
but
neither team was ranked?
Yeah.
wow,
19.
Why you know that off the top of your head? Did you see
It
the
was-
stat on it?
yeah. We actually mentioned that on the way home or something like that, didn't we?
I think so.
Yeah. I don't know. I would play Booty after. That just doesn't sound right. But
That's definitely a good look for the Big 12, though. I
Yeah.
think
for the future, yeah.
Well, when Texas and OU leave.
Yeah, you got a game in October, and college game day is going there, and it's not OU Texas. And
Right.
What-
Who the freaks playing?
When was the last time Kansas and Kansas State were both ranked at the same time?
That's another good question. Tech K State. Adrian Martinez is just
Just running the ball.
yeah.
I'll say RB1.
Yeah. Him and Deuce Vaughn. That's a scary backfield.
I think combined they had like 300 rushing yards. Like Adrian had 170 and Deuce had 140.
Yeah.
Wait, Deuce had 140.
Yeah. He's been pretty good.
They
Dang.
both have 170.
That was breaking down week 5, the college football schedule. Thank y'all for watching.